The saddest part of what I do is I see so many of these faces and they're familiar. The names and the comments, yes, thank you, when's your next event? And they've literally been saying it for a year, and they don't actually show up and do the work. And they think that just kind of showing up and watching a Facebook Live is doing the work. So this is going to be helpful, like reading a book, listening to me talk right now. It's going to be useful to wake you up. Many of you will be triggered, and many of you will say, I'm just going to keep avoiding, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. That's fine. That kind of breaks my heart on a daily basis. And then there's going to be a small percentage who are listening and are like, okay, enough. I'm done, like, talking about it. There's a difference between talking and then taking action, even though it's scary, even though I have all these obstacles that I think are obstacles, but they're actually my own fear, because this whole miserable kind of trauma response is so familiar. Even though it's miserable, it's so familiar. And once you actually take part and work towards breaking those cycles, you dramatically change all aspects of your life, because traumas are no longer shackles that pin you down. That's what trauma is. And healing it takes you confronting that, but when you break those shackles, all of a sudden your relationships change. I stopped repeating the pattern of the same toxic relationship cycle. I stopped repeating the same cycles in my friendships that trigger me and cause a breakdown. I started taking ownership for my own triggers, and I know that it's a work in progress that I'm forever going to be engaged in, because healing is a lifelong journey.